There we are. We're live. So
Wonderful.
today I have right now I have two tier lists open, but I think we want to start with the One Piece arc ranking, right? That sounds like it'll be fun to do.
Sounds good to me.
So let me
Let's have at it.
present that. You should be able to see it on your screen. Do you see that?
It goes. It's loading up now.
So you can see you can see my screen. So this had a bunch of like S plus, A plus. I'm like, nah, screw that. I just want to do S through A. So we have all the arcs here. I had to add in Egghead right here because there wasn't one, but there's no word there. So we can do this way, or we can try to do it sequentially through the series. What do you think would be best?
I say we keep going at it. Just pick whatever sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. So right off the bat, Alabasta.
Ooh.
That is going to be...
Yeah, that's either A. I think it's probably high A.
A or S.
Yeah.
A or S. We can always make changes later. So I feel really good about that. High A tier for sure.
I just got back to the Water Luffy fight in my rewatch. Dude, it's so much better in the second watch through. He keeps just taking them hits.
He goes crazy. Alabasta is just a really great arc. It's the best up to that point in the series. It's definitely the best.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Okay. Ooh, Drum Island.
Ooh,
I'm thinking.
Yeah, I agree with that. That B area.
B or A. Yeah, I think high B for Drum Island. It's really solid. Chopper's backstory is good, but like Wample kind of sucks.
Yeah, there's no real good fight in it. It's just Wample getting whooped.
Yeah, Wample, and like there's good moments, like the whole at the end with the cherry blossom like explosion and like Luffy protecting the flag. Like there's a lot of great moments. It's just Wample sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Jaya.
Jaya S tier.
I'm thinking. Okay, well, I'm like definitely above Alabasta for sure.
Yeah.
You think I could go for
say low S tier.
Jaya's great.
High A tier, low S tier. I'm leaning a little more toward low S tier, but either way, high up.
How about we keep it here and we'll see what S tier is looking like, and if we can move it up if we need to.
But unarguably, I feel like the best up on the board up until this point.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Jaya's great. All the world building stuff that happens there, and we both love the Bellamy.
Oh, that Bellamy fight is to die for.
Bellamy's fantastic. Longring Longland, dude. I'm a fan of this arc. I really enjoy this arc actually. I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
I think
Foxy. Silver Foxy.
Foxy.
I
think. I like that.
You know what? Honestly. Foxy is kind of. I hate to say it, but I kind of like Foxy.
I know it's a good arc.
I kind of want Foxy to show up again. But
me too. I want to come back. Bring Foxy back.
Bring Foxy back and Elbaf fights Blackbeard.
Yeah, I want to bring him back in Elbaf for real.
If that's how it ends, he Davy backs all of Blackbeard's crew.
Foxy does, and he becomes a pirate king. Yeah. He like has his own sort of like buggy arc where he like fails upwards.
Exactly.
So are you? I think B tier, honestly. Drum Island's above it. That's right there.
I agree with that.
It's a good fun. Foxy's good. Afro Luffy, who can forget?
Oh yeah, Afro Luffy. Yeah, Afro Luffy is great.
Like Zoro's speech to Chopper. Like there's a lot of good moments there.
Is Afro Luffy in the manga?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I know a few of those challenges aren't in there.
Everything up to Afro Luffy is in the manga. Everything after that is filler.
I forgot there was stuff after Afro.
Yeah. That's the manga finishes there. Oh yeah, so anyone watching, I've read the manga. Jason is anime only. So you don't know anything past. This is going to only be important once we get to Egghead because you don't know anything past the anime and Egghead.
Yeah.
So,
but overall, most of the changes I've seen, roughly the differences, like none of the major differences. I don't.
No, there really aren't. Yeah, there really aren't. Okay. Ooh, you see what we got right here, right? Water 7.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to rank.
For some reason, I always lumped Water 7 and any lobby together as like, it's like they're like step arcs. They're not quite the same. They're different islands, but they're still related.
Part 1 and part 2.
Exactly.
Part 1 and part 2 of the same story. And then I'm just going to go for, because we have a post Marineford arc here too. I'm just going to rank the post war with whatever the post arc with the real arc.
Yeah, because it really wasn't much. It was just a ton of reactions.
It's not really a good arc on its own. It's just like a finale. So I think
that's agreeable. That is agreeable.
I think Water 7 above Enies Lobby if you had to choose one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Actually, wait. Oh wait. The forcing Robin to yell "I want to live." That shit was kind of dope.
It is a great moment. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And having Sniper King, dude. When will Sniper King come back?
I know.
I want to know
favorite character.
He's
never returned. Bro had like one good arc and then just like disappeared for the rest of the show. Like, where did he go?
Man, I can't wait.
I know where he went.
I cannot wait to get to Elbaf and see him again.
Sniper King.
Yeah, he's bound to be there.
No, I know where he went. Sniper Island, obviously.
Wait, do you think Sniper Island is Laugh-Tale?
Probably.
Sense,
It probably is. He knew where it was all along.
Exactly. That's why he's so powerful.
Thriller Bark.
Ooh, Thriller Bark. It is such a strange. It's neither. It's neither.
I'm putting it there for now. We'll figure.
Yeah. It's.
I like the.
If we're just ranking Brook in that arc, it is S tier. But like the arc itself is iffy.
I like the beginning of the arc where like Chopper, Usopp, and Nami run ahead and they're like scared of everything, and then like Luffy and they fall up and they're like beating everything up. It's fun. I like that part.
I like the beginning and the end.
Pretty much in the end. I was gonna say pretty much once, and then when all the Straw Hats team up to fight Oars, from then on I like it a lot too. But in the middle, it's like
Oars is good. All of his henchmen are like.
I was gonna say Gecko Moria is a terrible villain. Gecko
Moria is like he's just old, fat, and stupid.
What's it? The doctor is it?
The doctor. I don't even remember his name.
Is that his name? Yeah, I think it's Hogback.
I don't know or care. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like Absalom.
The invisible guy. He's annoying. Perona. I'm always team Perona. Cool. Love Perona.
And I do really like the fight Zoro has with Ryuma, the zombie.
Oh yeah, that is good.
Like that's definitely a highlight.
Like, I don't really count Ryuma as like part of like Gecko Moria's crew, because like that would make Gecko Moria actually good, and I don't agree with that.
Exactly, but it is a good fight though. I do really like that fight.
Oh yeah.
So, and then of course the ending, nothing happened, and like nothing happened is like might be the best scene. If it was just that scene, it would be at the top of S tier for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I do like the significance of what was it, the Beaver card? Yeah. The Beaver card that that the one girl gave Nami.
The big mom's Beaver card, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and whole cake. Yeah, that's good. It's good. So I'm thinking top of B, honestly. I'm thinking
I'm okay with that.
As much higher like it's I mean, it's still a perfect comparison to Drum Island, because it's like
I wish they would pull some more stuff with like with Brook being the Whistling Swordsman, because that was a cool nickname. It was a cool concept that he was just like half the time just moving so quickly that he's invisible just all around in the mist.
I know you really like the scene where you really like the scene where he fights the spider monkey, and I do too. That's a really good scene. Yeah, like that, like, all that stuff.
Yeah, that clip is always
Brook had aura in this arc. He didn't like outside of this and Whole Cake is the only time Brook really does anything, and it's great. You know,
I mean, but he's the musician. He's not really expected to do everything or anything really.
No, but I mean, he still gets his chances. And to be fair, we also get Frankie Voltron thing where he like the chopper on his head, the robot. Yeah.
Ooh, that might put it up a tier, honestly.
That's like my favorite scene in the whole series, I think. Dude, I was just saying this the other day. I'm like, Frankie in this arc is great. Like when he builds that
the
bridge.
Fortnite building.
He Fortnite builds up to Moria. and
The
or, like,
bridge.
the oars, the Fortnite, and then he builds that like beautiful bridge. And I was like, oh, this is a really nice bridge. He's like, you could use some work, but he does it like instantly. It's just,
Yeah.
oh man, he's so good in that art.
I love it because like what is it? Later on in the arc, you have Nami running across it and just like, oh, this is a nice bridge.
Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, ooh, this is a nice bridge. And yeah, and I think this is like our first real introduction to Kuma too, right? This is the first time he really does.
Yeah, that's
anything.
the first time he shows up.
And it's like, yeah, when he shows up at the end, it's like, oh shit, we ain't getting out of this because it took everything we had to fight off Moria, and now we're defeated, and Kuma shows up, and then nothing happened.
Yeah, I
Nothing
really wish they
happened,
actually
man.
did something with that Kuma. Nothing happened. That's the problem.
He just like disappeared. It was weird. I don't know what happened.
It kind of sucked, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, top of B tier for sure. Okay, Sabaody Archipelago. I think I'm thinking S tier.
Yeah.
Bottom of S so far. Maybe top of A.
Actually, with the Celestial Dragon Punch, that does bump it up a lot.
I was gonna say, like, I really don't care about the flying fish riders or whatever. That's just like
that was so stupid.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about that. Duval, like, whatever. But all the supernova get introduced. The whole build up with the Celestial Dragons, Luffy just punching the shit out of them, and then
it's so
Kizaru
cool
showing up.
You see, the supernovas are so cool until you realize that they don't really get much stronger. At least most of them don't get much stronger.
Literally, I think Kid did not gain any strength from Sabaody to Wano. I don't think there's
arguably Kid got weaker. I will always stand by that.
Like, no, hear me out though.
Syrup Island Luffy could take Sabaody Kid.
Kid was struggling against a pacifista. What are pacifistas made out of? I mean, are you kidding me? Like, that should be the easiest fight in all of history. He's struggling against them.
You are so right. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know. It's insane. Law is the only one who like does anything after this, to be honest.
I mean,
which shout out to Law, but
I mean, you do have Drake. And I hate to say it, the weird beatbox guy.
Apu?
Like Apu. They both show up in Wano. And I mean they put up Apu doesn't, but like
does
Drake actually
like what
Drake does
Drake
some actual like Drake does he's a swordsman.
He's a CP agent, right? He's a CP agent. That's the only thing we know about him.
CP, yeah, maybe.
Doesn't he fight?
But he's also sword. He's sword as well.
Or sword? Is he sword or is he a Cypherpole agent? I forget.
No, he's sword.
He's sword. He is sword. He's a sword agent, whatever that means.
Yeah, he's a sword agent, but he was in the Beast Pirates. He
was a Toby Ropo. He was a Toby Ropo.
Yeah.
Well, no, you're wrong. Actually, Apu and Drake actually fight each other in Wano, so they do something.
Yeah, no, but
they fight each other.
But let's be honest, it's Apu. So
yeah, I don't like Apu.
Even Drake can take care of Apu.
And I was gonna say, like, now Bonnie is sort of like, she's, I guess, is one.
Yeah, but
that actually does something. But
I think she's more of a story device pirate than a fighting pirate.
You're right, but I mean, like Robin and Nami. I mean, and it's.
I think she's not. I don't. Have we seen her like actually fight yet?
You haven't.
Okay.
Well,
based off what I know so far, it seems like she's going for more of a smart approach rather than brute strength.
Yeah, she's
based on what we've seen with her saving Zoro from trying to kill a celestial dragon.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
So yeah, we don't know, but then like no one else does anything, right? Who else is there? A Beige, he's in Whole Cake, right?
There's the Scarecrow guy, the weird Hawkins,
who dies.
He's just stupid.
He's trash, dude.
He is. I mean,
He was actually like in
I mean,
Act
in the
1
fight
of
with
Wano.
Killer, in the act with Killer, that was a pretty good fight. Purely because
Killer, not for him.
Oh yeah, no, not for him.
For Killer, yeah, Killer got
it. Was just it was the only clever move he ever had.
Yeah, no, yeah, Killer's. I like Killer way more than almost any of them, aside from like Law. You know what I mean?
Killer is like
my favorite supernovas are Zoro, Luffy, Law, Killer, and then the rest are just whatever. But we do get to see in this arc, we see Kizaru just like mopping the floor with them.
Oh yeah,
which is pretty entertaining. I like Kizaru a lot. He's really cool. And again, Kuma shows up again.
Yeah, and then we have like the time skip start, or not the start of time skip, but like
he sends them all away.
He sets it into motion.
Yeah, exactly. He puts the Straw Hats where they are going to be during the time skip. So
yeah,
and that's a pretty good, like that's a really good cliffhanger ending for an arc. Like,
oh yeah,
that's pretty damn good. So I'm like, yeah, Sabaody, definitely S tier. Some of the best we get. Romance Dawn, the very, very first arc. That includes, I think that is the backstory of Luffy plus Shell's Town, where you meet Zoro on the cross, like the very first arc.
Oh, okay.
Alvida. I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's.
I was gonna say, I don't think I need to move that. I don't think I need to move that.
That's okay.
It's good. You know, it's just those like first arcs are just sort of slow.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much until Baratier, it's like, eh.
Yep.
Amazon Lily.
Honestly, it's what even happens.
Luffy uses Conquerors for the first time, but that's about it.
What does he use it on?
In the tournament against the Snake Ladies.
Oh yeah, no, that tournament part is kind of dope. So yeah, I guess Beaches works. Impel Down. Ooh.
I was actually thinking Top of Sea. I think Top of Sea.
Yeah, that works.
It's like really just like an intermission arc. Yeah, exactly. It's fine. It's fine. Perfectly fine.
It feels just like all those little updates they do for every other crew member on their island.
Yeah, it's just the arc between Sabaody and Impel Down. And now, speaking of Impel Down, I'm thinking S tier.
Yes.
Impel Down is great. Okay. Above Sabaody?
Yes. Because we actually have some cool fighters. Hold on. Some interesting fighters. Like we have Magellan showing up.
I was gonna say, like, I think if you
Luffy
take the cast,
we get Luffy, we get Blackbeard showing up with his crew. We get
the cast of Impel Down is better than the cast of Sabaody because like you get Jinbei, Crocodile, Buggy,
Bunkley.
Yeah,
we have all the goodies, all the. It's a good crew.
Impel Down's really fun. Just how they're breaking in and then break out again, and it collects people on the way down. The only part that I'm not the biggest fan of is Ivankov.
Yeah.
He's fine. It's just I'm not like he's not my favorite character, and I don't really like how important he is to the escape.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. He's whatever. I don't really in like same with like the scissor guy, like I don't really care about.
Okay, yeah, no, this guy is just weird. I don't really get them.
Just like whatever. I don't really care about. But like every other part of this arc is firing on all cylinders.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep. And so now we get Marineford, which I think we're on a really good run here. I'm thinking. So I think I prefer Water 7 and Xlavia over Marineford, but I can understand putting it in first. I'm also just going to bring up post-war too. That way we can have them together. What do you think about that?
I might even go as far to push it above Water 7. Have it.
You know what? Yeah.
Because you have the whole Ace moment and just
everything.
Luffy, and you have like the post. Well, if we're lumping post-war with it, we have Luffy realizing that he still has his crew and just sort of like evaluating his life, sort of, and just deciding that he needs to get
like
stronger.
The Ace Sabo Luffy flashback is also really good.
Oh yeah.
Like we honestly we should have gotten that before Marineford. That would have made Ace's death
we got that in Marineford. Oh geez,
in
no, we definitely should have gotten that beforehand.
We got that post-war. We got it after Ace died.
Wait, seriously? Oh
yeah.
Man,
it was after Ace died. I'm like, what? Why didn't we get this earlier? I don't like. We should have gotten this like in Alabasta.
Is it just like he didn't plan on telling us about this, or didn't plan on having this, and then just change his mind later? Like,
I have no idea. It is kind of baffling. It is kind of baffling. Okay,
but then again, if we're to be fair though, if we're
taking these out,
if we were to assume that Luffy is the storyteller, would it not make sense for Luffy not to just forget to say anything about that?
Yeah, I mean, Luffy forgot to say that Ace like isn't his actual brother too. Like he's like, oh yeah, Ace is Gold Roger's son,
grandfather. He never mentioned that. He didn't.
I think
never mentioned that his dad was Dragon.
We didn't know that. He didn't know his dad was Dragon.
Oh, okay. I thought he knew it was Dragon and just didn't know who Dragon was.
No, because post Eddie's lobby, Garp like, oh, I met your dad, blah blah blah. And Luffy's like, I have a dad.
Oh yeah.
He's like, what? I have a dad? What? How does that work? So I'm just gonna take the post arcs out. We don't even need to rank them, honestly. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Just makes it cleaner. But Marineford, like the sheer amount of hype here is because what we heard it in, was it Sabaody or Amazon Lilies when we first heard that, like, oh, all 7 warlords, all 3 admirals, like all the characters are going to be at Marineford. And so while you're like going through Impel Down, that hype is just building and building and building, and it just completely climaxes in Marineford. Like Whitebeard becomes like the main character for a little bit, you know what I mean? He just becomes the main character for a little bit. It's like, holy crap. Especially like Whitebeard is just great. Like his, the One Piece is real, like all that, and like his final sacrifice is just,
it's so good.
It's peak. It's peak. What's the line? He's like 57 cannonball shots, 48 stab wounds, but not one mark on his back. And it's like, oh my god, dude, that's so badass. It's so badass.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, no, I like. Yeah, I think that's good because like Enies Lobby has the great action but it has like, I think Enies Lobby has a more emotional with Robin. I mean, it has all the straw hats are firing on all cylinders. It's great. Marineford is its own separate thing.
It's the first encounter with a CP unit, and it's the introduction of a new elite that they can start to climb to defeat, and it brings so many really good fights, and it brings in
Gear 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I always forget that Gear 1 isn't a gear.
I know, yeah, me too. Yeah, Gear 2 and 3, and then it's just the Enies Lobby itself is like the first,
and you have
like that.
Sniper King is just so good.
Sniper King is great.
Just like sniping at all the guys around Robin from like all the way across on the other island. Still
5 miles away. Yeah,
it was just so good because it was just so insane.
I know, and Luffy versus Lucci, like. When he gets knocked down, he stands back, like he's about to fall over, but he's like, no, and he swings back up and stands up again. It's like, I get chills.
I cannot wait to get back to that arc.
On your rewatch, yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, but I'm saying like Enies Lobby itself, like when we first see like the Gates of Justice behind it, like that is
the Gates of Justice are insane.
Like I
wish they would expand more on what the hell they are. And where they came from. Like,
I was gonna say, yeah, did the government just build it, or like were they? Is that an ancient kingdom?
Massive walls.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Is there
just the scale of
gates, and are there just walls around this big whirlpool? Was there some? Ooh. What if that's where the old nation used to be, or was it the Lost Country?
Ancient Kingdom.
The Ancient Kingdom, and it's a big old whirlpool that they can use to travel around because it's just a hole that the water's pouring in. It's a whirlpool.
Okay, well, see, I think the Ancient Kingdom is actually in the hole of Enies Lobby.
That would make sense. I think
because whatever they used against Lelugia, right, is the
Yeah.
same thing they use there, which creates that giant sinkhole thing. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense. They would use what I think it's Uranus, but it could be something else. They use that and they sunk the Ancient Kingdom that way. But I don't know. It's just the scale of that. It felt like we were fighting on the edge of the world. That's just the vibe, like the vibe I got, like where they're on the edge of the world right there. Because it's like past those gates is it's Impel Down, it's Marineford, it's like the evils of the government.
There's nothing yet. And there's nothing.
It is just a feeling that no other arc in One Piece has given me. So I think, okay, well, moving on. A short little arc, Return to Sabaody. This is hard to rank.
Honestly, I rank it like I would go high B. High B above Thriller Bark.
Above Thriller Bark?
Just because like you have like the fake straw hats.
And yeah, that's funny. Yeah, those fake straw hats are funny. And like Chopper just believes them.
Oh yeah, and I just love like
Luffy too, actually. Yeah, Luffy and Chopper just believe him.
Oh yeah, and then Luffy just shows up on the stage. You have the pacifista being like, the straw hat is on the stage, so they go and attack the wrong straw hat. And just then you just see you see the new power disparity as Luffy one-shots.
Oh yeah. Well, in the scene of Luffy dodging the lasers. The scene of him dodging the lasers, like too slow. Badass as hell.
Yeah, and then he just one-shots it. It's insane.
I think I want to put it there below Thriller Bark.
Fair enough.
Just because it is like really short. It's only like 6 episodes. It's really, really short.
Oh yeah.
But it's a really fun, it's a really satisfying, like fun little arc.
It does open up the can of worms of who was Kuma and why is Kuma. It opens that whole can of worms because you find him protecting the ship and you have to ask yourself, why does he do the things he does?
Yep, and I'm staying silent. I have no comments. Fishman Island. Fishman.
Moving on. I know I can't convince you, but yeah.
Fishman Island, it's fine. You know what? Yeah. Bottom of C. Fishman Island.
A tier. Let's go.
I was gonna say I don't even want. I was about to start talking about Fishman Island. I don't even want to. Let's just move on. Punk Hazard.
Okay, Punk Hazard. To be honest, Fishman Island villains suck. They should have brought back what's his name, Arlong. That was terrible. So much better.
The pretty much like the whole first half until we get the Fisher Tiger flashback is just like whatever.
Punk Hazard, I do like.
I think we'll see. So I would put it.
I put it there behind Return to Sabaody.
But I know you would put it behind. Okay.
Yeah, Return to Sabaody is definitely better than Punk Hazard. Punk Hazard just opens up a lot of questions. It gives us an idea of what everyone in the One Piece universe knows and is looking to know.
I like Punk Hazards. It's fun. It's fun action. It's not as like, it doesn't have like the emotions that any of these like arcs in the upper tiers have. You know what I mean? It just doesn't have that at all.
Yeah, so it's just getting back into the rhythm after the time skip.
Yeah, which I mean was supposed to be Fishman Island, but Fishman Island's just dog shit. So we had to wait.
The first 2 arcs. What are the first 2 arcs of
Return to Sabaody and then Fishman and then Punk Hazard?
No, like of like the original series.
Romance Dawn and Orange Town.
Both of those kind of suck a little bit. Am I wrong?
No, I agree.
The first 2 or 3 arcs of every season, I'm gonna say, always are going to, or time skip, I guess. They're always they need to find their groove and get back in. It's always not gonna be great to begin with, so it's to be expected, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah. because like I don't like Buggy in Orange Town. He's the best character in Impel Down, and he's now one of my favorite characters. You know what I mean?
Becomes better.
His introduction's like he's not bad. I just don't like him.
I just can't wait to see what he's gonna do with that armband that Luffy gave him. I want to cut to him and see what came of that.
What is it Davy Jones' treasure or what? It's something
like that. Something like that. It was something stupid like that. It was someone. It sounded like a fake treasure.
Yeah. No, he's gonna be king of the pirates.
Oh yeah, that treasure is going to be Laugh Tale, and he's gonna be there. Because why else would he want that unless it was, you know, he was on Roger's crew.
He was.
To be fair, he's also he's stupid as hell, but like shit.
He's also
maybe he picked up one thing and knows how to get to Laugh Tale.
Buggy has like the biggest like resume in the entire series, but like none of it's real.
Oh yeah.
He's a Roger pirate crew member, which is real. He is a what do you call a rival?
He's a warlord for a little bit.
He's a warlord. He's a former warlord. He's a rival to Straw Hat. He helped stage the biggest breakdown in Impel Down history. He fought in the Marineford. He
broadcasted Marineford to everyone.
He did. I forgot about that. Like his stupid fucking movie in the middle of the war.
That was the guys by far those were the funniest parts of the war.
Trying to make him look better. Everyone's dying behind him, and he's like, "Here, let me look really good for the camera, real quick."
Yeah. And then he becomes a emperor.
An emperor, yeah, for totally legit reasons.
And he also is now the owner of a bounty business, I guess. Like what?
I mean, on paper, yeah. On paper, yeah.
Yeah. As far as the world is concerned.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's what I'm saying. Like Cross Guild is like my favorite faction now. It really is. Because like individually, Crocodile, Mihawk, and Buggy are like some of my favorite characters. So you put them all together and it's just amazing. It really is. Okay, moving on. Dressrosa. I'm thinking above or below Alabasta?
Above. Purely because we get all those Coliseum fights. Because we get so many cool Coliseum fights that just beat. Honestly, I would take fights for filler any day over desert filler. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but there's more fight filler in the Coliseum than there is desert filler.
Yeah, but like at least it's not like stretched fight. It's just a ton of unique-ish fights.
Okay. No, again, like I like Dressrosa. My biggest problem is always Band-Aids. Like, I think we didn't need half of the Coliseum fighters. Like, just get rid of half of them.
Oh yeah.
And you could save so much time, not only in the Coliseum, but then in like the final act, because it's like we don't need to see all these characters fighting. It's too much.
Oh yeah.
Like the bare bones of Dressrosa is peak 10 out of 10. Like everything with like Law, Luffy.
You got God Usopp.
Yeah, Rosinante, God Usopp, Rebecca, and her dad's like that whole backstory is great. Honestly, I care more. I think
Shield guy.
Like I care.
Barto.
I think what?
Bardo.
Oh yeah, Bartolomeo. He's great. Cavendish I like Cavendish too.
Yep.
But no, Barto's also great. He's like he's another one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I can't wait until he comes back. That'll be always fun.
But honestly, yeah, now that I think about it, like I care more for Dressrosa the island than I do for Alabasta the island.
Yeah, like I don't even think of Alabasta as an island. It's just like we see two cities of it. We don't really get a good scope of it. Dressrosa, we get so many zoom outs of him literally killing the entire country. Like
yeah. Okay, do you think it should go above Jaya? I don't know. I think I'm good.
You could argue for it, but I really like the Bellamy fight, so I say no.
Yeah. It probably should be, but we're just gonna. This is our list. We're gonna keep it this way.
Exactly.
Oh, dude, I even forgot about Fujitora. Fujitora is great.
Oh yeah, Fujitora.
Yeah, I had completely forgot about him too. And yeah, I really like Dofi. I do prefer Crocodile as a villain, but I think just like everything else about Dressrosa, the backstories, the fights, I think Luffy and I don't know, I think that final like the fight against Dofi at the end is better than the fight against Crocodile. For sure. It's just I do like Crocodile more as a character, but yeah, no, I think you're right. Dressrosa above Alabasta for sure. Zoe.
Okay, so
I think
what happens in Zoe? Let's just
Zoe. We show up. It's the Minx. We learn about like how Jack showed up and killed them all, and then we get the looking for Raizo, right? And then we get the Raizo reveal, and then we find the first road poneglyph, and then we make the plans for basically the rest of the series. That being, we're gonna go save Wano, but before that, we have to go to Whole Cake. Okay. It's really just like the ultimate setup arc.
It really is. It's just a planning phase.
But the Raizo moment is really good.
Okay, yeah.
I'm thinking B tier, but I don't. Honestly,
that works. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Zoe, but
it's fine. It's perfectly fine. I don't have any issues with Zoe. It's just
exactly. There's no issues with it. It's just an in between arc. Yeah.
Whole Cake Island. Okay, so I think at the bare minimum, it's above Dressrosa. You know what I mean?
Okay. I would not put it above. I would not put it in S tier. That's. I don't know about you, but like I just feel like the pacing in Whole Cake was so atrocious that at some points it was hard to watch.
But not in Dressrosa.
Yeah,
I stopped watching. I had to read both Dressrosa and Whole Cake, and I enjoyed them both very much.
Yeah. Did you ever rewatch all of Whole Cake?
I've not rewatched. I've only rewatched like the Luffy versus Katakuri fight, which honestly
is the Luffy versus Katakuri fight, and you know how long that is. It's like 18 the entire arc. It is that the entire time. It sucks. Like the cracker fight, it's a stupid fight. I don't like it.
Okay, honestly, yeah, the cracker fight was a little long in the manga, so I can't even imagine what you went through.
Yeah, no, the cracker fight is not even worth going back and watching, in my opinion.
It's not really necessary either. It's just sort of it's just something we got to get through before we can get into the rest of the arc. You know what I mean?
It is only really mildly worse than the witch one. I don't even know her name. The mirror fruit girl.
Branch.
Yeah, Branch.
That's what Luffy calls her. I don't know. Brule, right? Broccoli.
I don't know. Either way, not important.
Brule.
I
think I said that.
So you probably did.
I think one of the things I said was Brule.
Brule.
So yeah, no, I think.
Okay.
I just think you
look at the final act. I do like the final act of the attack.
Final act is good. Brooke
is always Brooke clutching it up, yeah.
Yeah, just Brooke.
The end of the Katakuri fight is very good.
Yes. Yeah, Gear 4 Snake Man
itself is shit, but I can't complain.
Gear 4 Snake Man is up until like Gear 5 is like one of the hypest moments in post time skip.
Okay.
Like I like the Snake Man way better than Bounce Man reveal. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Even though we had already seen a Gear 4, just like the way Snake Man worked, I'm like, oh, it was badass. I think, but also you get everything with Sanji in this arc. Yeah. And his whole backstory and the relationship with his sister and the brothers, and that whole backstory.
Oh yeah.
Everything with Pudding and how yes, it is sort of a rerun of Enies Lobby kind of with Robin, but It has its.
Oh, well.
It's like it's a little bit of a twist to it. You know, it's the same general idea, but I mean, to be fair, it's the same general idea as Arlong Park too. So.
Oh yeah, it's
you know, but. And like I do think. I still think Enies Lobby is the best like demonstration of that, but it's still a very good storyline.
Oh yeah, I could agree with that.
I think I personally think I'm putting it above Jaya, but I'm not sure. I think you're going to give me trouble on that though. So you know what? I think I'm fine with
that. Either way, it's fine there. It's in that general area.
Yeah, for me, it's above Dressrosa for sure. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it on top of A. Orange Town, Buggy's introduction. I'm thinking.
Yeah. It certainly is better than Romance Dawn.
Amazon, yeah, not quite as good as Amazon Lily.
Yep.
Easy, right?
Yeah, I wasn't going to rank it. I was just going to leave it down below D tier.
We are Syrup Village haters in this household.
Syrup
Village is the worst. Okay, you know what? I'm going to wait for Wano. Baratier.
That's A tier. Definitely A tier.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Think. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I got to move that.
Yeah, that's
Arlong Park.
I would say back A tier. Yeah.
See, so I would put it above. Excuse me. I would have put it above Baratier.
Okay.
But I know because we talked about this, you like Baratier more than Arlong Park, right?
They're both very good. In my opinion, they can go either way. I just like Sanji. So
I like Sanji too.
But he really isn't that good in the Sanji arc.
I was gonna say I like Sanji from the beginning. I did not like Nami from the beginning, and this arc made me like Nami a lot.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like Sanji, yeah. I already like from the first scene. I like Sanji, so like making me like him more isn't that hard. Making me like Nami after I didn't really like her to begin with is like,
yeah,
I'm thinking like that. Okay, Loketown, which is, I don't know. That's hard. That's another hard one to rank because it's like 5 episodes, and it's just. I mean, what happens? Luffy gets executed with a smile. That's a very good moment. We see Dragon. Smoker's introduced. Zoro with the cursed sword.
We also have Smoker's sidekick and Zoro.
Oh, Tashigi. Yeah, Tashigi and Zoro. We get Buggy coming back.
Oh yeah.
At this point, I was honestly warming up to Buggy a little bit.
Oh yeah, with Buggy showing up again, it's always nice.
Yeah, I was like, at this point, I'm like, oh, it's Buggy. Like, I was actually happy to see Buggy again, which, like, based off of the first arc, I'm surprised I was. I really am. But
where are the Buggy developments? Where are those considered? Like, you know, when he he lost his torso and all that.
So that's a cover story. So that doesn't really fit into an arc.
Perfect. Well, I rank it S tier.
Yeah, the Buggy, the adventures of
Buggy background S tier. Let's go.
Buggy background S tier, dude. Sure, why not? So, are you good with Loketown there? Because I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm good with that. There really isn't much that happens. Other than I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I'm that works. That works. Damn, Wrongland, I feel like should move down, but I don't want it to because I like it.
Me neither.
I was saying, like, from this part up are all arcs I really enjoy. These ones are just like,
they're okay.
Don't like to like whatever.
Yeah.
And everything up is like, I really enjoy these arcs.
The smile with execution, dude. The line he delivers right after is just so good. I'm not dead, or I can't remember what it is, but I'm not dead. That's nice.
He's like, oh, I'm not dead. That's nice, and then just like moves on with his day. Yeah.
Exactly. He just you can see it in like all the background people's faces that just like they just witnessed something. They witnessed something insane.
I can't wait to see that in the live action.
That is going to be so good.
It is. It is.
How far is the live action getting? Are we gonna be making it to like Whiskey Peak at least?
They're doing. It's gonna be from Logtown to Drum Island.
Ooh, okay. I like that. That's a good amount of amount of
and then
episodes.
Season 3 will be probably Alabasta and then maybe Jaya. I don't know if you could do a full season of Alabasta.
Honestly, I can see them doing Alabasta than Jaya, and you leave it on the cliffhanger of going to Skypiea.
To Sky Island. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking and then who knows if we'll get any farther than that, honestly. I mean, guess we'll have to see.
And there's no guarantees that it'll keep, popularity.
Like, it would be a dream for me, like if we can get to Water 7A's lobby, that would be great.
I think like if we can just like get it greenlit up to time skip, I'll be happy.
I was gonna say, like if we can get a Marineford in live
even
action,
if it's just like even if they skip like most of Thriller Bark and just pick up Brook on a ship somewhere. Like
I was gonna say, give us like
I'm willing to make sacrifices.
Give us like a 1 or 2 episode Thriller Bark, and that's fine.
I'm willing to make major sacrifices to see some of the good arcs.
I was gonna say, if we could get Marineford in live action, like it's gonna be, Game of Thrones level. Like make it this awesome battle sequence. Like it could be peak. Like that could have the world.
Oh yeah.
Like everyone would be watching that. If One Piece live action got that far, it would be huge.
One thing I really hope they include is that one filler arc, the really good one. It's like
G8.
G8, yeah.
Problem is they don't have the rights to it.
They should just
because
give all them the rights.
I know all the filler arcs are connected to the studio, which I cannot for the life of me think of what it is.
Toei.
Yeah, Toei Animation. Yeah, it's all connected to. It's all their rights. So Netflix doesn't have the rights to do that. That's why none of the music is in the live action either.
Oh,
because that's also all Toei rights.
Jeez, Toei, just like give it up.
Okay, Reverse Mountain is like one episode, I think. It's like one episode.
It is literally just one episode, and like it's like maybe half of the episode. Oh, I guess Reverse Mountain does include like Laboon. And up until they leave for Whiskey Peak, which is a little bit. So that's the whole long pose fiasco and all that.
I didn't really care for Laboon until I was fine, but like Thriller Bark like made me like Laboon a lot more,
Oh yeah, it was cool, but like it wasn't that cool. Like I don't hate it, so I'd say just end a C tier. It's just not exactly.
I'm putting it up. If you gave me the choice right now of watching Reverse Mountain or Fishman Island, I would choose Reverse Mountain. So that's why just Fishman Island's too damn long, bro.
Why don't you put Fishman Island in D tier then?
Okay, I was going to, and you were like, "Oh, maybe put it." I'm like, "Oh, no, I don't know."
I can't fight it at this point. I don't mind it, but like, I don't. Yeah,
I'm a hater. Whiskey Peak is like Whiskey Peak's kind of good.
Oh yeah,
when you get Zoro just like
Zoro
killing everyone,
kills 100 men.
Yeah, like I'm thinking,
which is such rookie numbers now.
Right. Yeah, but like at the time, it's like, oh, let's go Zoro, and then I'm trying to figure out what else happens.
You have like some of the number agents show up.
Oh yeah, Mr. 5, right, and then whatever the Kilo girl.
Yep, and the Unluckies.
Robin shows up for the first time.
Oh, she does?
At the end of that, yeah,
offers help, and then Luffy's like, fuck you.
Yeah, and then she like kind of she kills the gun hair guy, but not really.
Yeah.
It looks like she does, but then she doesn't. Luffy and Zoro fight each other, which is...
Yeah, she just keeps doing that. She keeps pretending to kill people. She did it to Igaram. She did it to Vivi. She did it to the bird Luffy guy.
I mean, she didn't kill Luffy, but she saved Luffy secretly.
Yeah, so I guess secretly save Luffy.
That should count. So I'm thinking top of C tier.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Maybe bottom of D. I think top of C. Little Garden. The Giants are awesome.
Yeah, they are pretty cool.
Either there, maybe about top of C. I don't really know. No, I put it there. I like Little Garden. Mr. 3 is. I kind of like Mr. 3.
Have they started putting out the remake of Fishman Island yet? I haven't been watching the new uploads.
Oh, they have been. They have been. Yeah. Okay,
I gotta start watching that again. It'll be something to watch.
I think I might actually like it. Well, because people are saying like it's actually because One Piece fans will never be happy. The pacing's actually too fast now. Before it was way too slow. Now it's too fast. So it's like
they everyone will want something slightly different, but
we'll never be happy.
We know it's faster at least.
Yeah, it's like if I'm gonna rewatch it all the way through, I would watch that version of Fishman Island over the normal version. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I hope they don't do anything too much to like affect the intensity of some of Luffy's attacks, like when he's destroying Noah. Just like the sheer amount of time.
I don't think they got that far yet.
But like, I hope like when they do make it that they don't like alter it too horribly there, because I think a huge part of the fight or huge part of Luffy destroying Noah is the fact that he is doing it for so long. I think that's part of why it's supposed to be impressive. Yeah. Is that he has all this energy and he is putting in so much effort to try and save everyone.
Mm-hmm. No, that's right. Like that. That's right. The only parts I've seen are because they did the Return to Sabaody as well. Oh. And I think the faster pace actually really helped, like specifically like when Luffy fights Kuma and when Zoro and Sanji both take out, the pacifistas. Luffy takes out a pacifista and then Zoro and Sanji take out a pacifista. And with the pace being so fast, I feel like it actually like it makes them seem more powerful.
Okay.
Right, as opposed to having like a 5-second punch take out Kuma, it's a 1 second one tap and pacifista's down. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. I felt like it enhanced it in that sense, but I get what you're saying. Like maybe some of the bigger punches or whatever he has to do, it would lessen the effect. Okay, so I think Little Garden bottom of B. I don't know how you. I think
below. It's not crazy good, but it's still good.
Mr. Prince.
Yeah, you get a little Mr. Prince, but honestly, after rewatching the fight, like Mr. Prince is only a tiny bit, and the rest is like just kind of buffoonery.
I feel like Little Garden is like one episode too long.
Yeah,
it's like just barely too long. Well, no, I mean, okay, wait. You get Zoro cutting off his legs, and then posing, which is just hilarious, right? That's a great moment. The start of the Zoro Sanji beef with the hunting the dinosaur.
Oh yeah.
And so I think it's a solid little arc. Skypiea.
I'm okay with that.
Top of B.
Yeah. That is not bad.
It's good. I like Enel or Eneru. I like him a lot.
But other than that, it's just
I don't care for any of the other villains, any of them, aside from Eneru. And
I forget there's more villains.
Yeah, the priests. I'm like, I just don't care about the priests. Viper is kind of cool. I kind of like him.
Oh yeah.
And then Luffy, like the whole like rubber with the lightning thing is just
that's cool.
Like, it's perfect. That's just done perfectly because it's like it makes sense. It makes
the whole background story with what's his name?
Nolan and Kalgara. Is that his name? The redhead.
All I remember is Nolan. Nolan existed.
Yeah, the Nolan flashback.
The Nolan flashback was really dope.
Yep. And then Luffy just finally going up and just punching the absolute crap out of him at the end, and like he's in the sky, and the Monkey Brothers on the ground like see Luffy in the sky through the shadows and everything. It's like, man,
that was insane.
It hits at the end, but yeah, I do think it's one of the weaker major story arcs of the series. You know what I mean? Because like I feel like all the everything below this are like sort of more minor arcs, but like Skypiea is like, well, I mean, Fishman Island, I guess, but Skypiea is like one of the weaker like main story arcs, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Reverie is weird because I feel like I would just consider that.
I wouldn't consider Reverie an arc.
I feel like
it's like more of a supplemental thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would either go into the end of Whole Cake or beginning of the Wano. Like it's not its own. Like I would say it's like more like end of Whole Cake, honestly.
Yeah.
So you know what? Let's just not rank that because that's confusing. Okay, so now ignoring these three because we're not ranking them, we have Wano and Egghead, the two most recent arcs. For Wano, I want to know where you would rank it. Where would you put Wano?
I would put it at the bottom of S tier. I like it a lot.
Interest.
It's just a little bit long, but it's generally good throughout the whole thing. It's just that the final fight gets a little bit played out a little bit more.
Okay, so I think I would rank it A. I'm not sure where on A. My main issues with Wano are like it's Act 3 is too damn long. There's too many freaking characters that don't really need to be there at all.
Yeah.
The fact that we got 9 scabbards is excessive. Right? Like, because there's so many scabbards, we don't have enough time to like develop them all and make us care about all of them like individually. You know what I mean?
They try to do it with like all the flashbacks with Oden, which I enjoyed the Oden flashbacks, but like the scarabs or the scabs.
Scabbards. The only one I care about is Kinemon.
Yeah, Kinemon was pretty dope.
Like, because like let's just look at like Dressrosa. Like they give us the backstory for Rebecca, the king, and the Kyros, right? That's 3 characters that we like get the backstory of the country for, as opposed to 9 in Wano. Like it's just, you know what I mean? It's just I don't feel that much of a connection to Wano. Like I do, honestly, I feel more of a connection to Dressrosa than I do Wano as a country. Maybe not true. I don't know, but I mean in terms of those characters, because it's like honestly, I think Tama did more for like investing me into Wano than anything the Scabbards did.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah.
But in the end, the Scabbards barely even mattered. They got taken out before they could do anything.
Yeah, so you spend all this time developing them, and they don't.
I think they were supposed to be like a red herring, just like
and meanwhile, like Zoro
as a shithead.
Zoro basically gets ignored throughout the arc. Like, I really liked like everything building up with him and Yasue, and it's like, oh, he's like he wants to kill Kaido or Orochi. Like, them killing Yasue like pisses Zoro off. But then that never gets brought up again, right? Yeah. Like the fact that we had who killed Orochi? Denjiro? I think
Orochi, I don't remember anymore.
It was Hiyori and Denjiro. And it's like the fact that wasn't Zoro is ridiculous. Like Zoro should.
I'm not even gonna lie. Most of those names don't even sound familiar to me anymore. So
he was the guy with the blue hair who was a scabbard but like went undercover, kind of. Yeah. So like he killed Orochi, but Zoro didn't. It's like Zoro should have had way more emphasis in this arc than he really did, just because he's a samurai.
Yeah, like he really should have. Should have been his arc. It should have been where.
Yeah, and it's
he like discovered his origins or some crap.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. Was it like later revealed that like his village was like an old colony of Wano or some crap like that?
Yeah. No, it's revealed in like an Oda like Q&A at the end of the chapter that Zoro's related to Ryuma.
That's
like
crazy.
He created a whole. I'm gonna find it. There's a whole family tree. I'm gonna pull it up.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't really have much time right now.
It's ridiculous.
Like I gotta go and pick up my little brother real soon.
Okay. Well, so we got. So okay.
We have one arc left. Whew.
Okay, yeah, we'll put Wano there. Egghead. I am thinking.
I really haven't
can I
seen
move
enough of
Wano
Egghead.
down? I
Yeah,
want
go
to move
ahead.
Wano down. Yes. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Egghead. So yeah, you haven't really seen much. You've seen. I mean, I don't even think maybe the
I've seen
first half. Like
one
I
fight
don't
with
even know.
what's his name from CP0,
Lucci.
Luffy.
And Lucci fight, which is great. Like especially in the anime, that was because honestly in the manga that fight was like whatever. It was fine. The anime brought that to the next level. Yeah, I personally would put it right there. I would leave it right there, just because of everything I know that happens later on. But yeah, because you haven't seen right, because the anime left off at the end of the Garp and Aokiji fight, which again, that's a top tier moment. I said this to you
Oh
before.
yeah.
Like those 4 episodes.
Yeah, why isn't that
The
considered an
Garp.
arc? Like, geez, that's more of an
It's part
arc
of.
than some of the things they tried to pass off as an arc on this.
It's part. I don't know. It's part of Egghead. So
Oh
it's like
well.
that's why I rank Egghead very highly because there's so much good stuff like that in there. I think like the actual Egghead Island portion of what we've seen so far in the anime is like B or A tier. But then you get into like the fight week, like with Zoro with like Shanks versus Kid, Law versus Blackbeard,
Oh yeah.
Buggy, everything with the Reverie. And it's like I think that's really great. And then once you get in the second half of this arc, like yeah, I'm not spoiling anything for you, but like it kicks into high gear. So I
Yeah.
personally would put it right there. That's what I would do, I think.
Fair.
So we're not ranking that. That means this is our final One Piece arc tier list. Do you see? Is anything standing out to you real quick?
It's looking pretty good to me.
It looks pretty good to me. I don't really see much that's bothering me right now. Yeah, no, I like that a lot.
Looks good.
So yeah, that was fun. Did a little quick little arc ranking. How long did we go? We went about an hour, so that's good.
That's very nice. Very nice.
All right. So I guess we'll do this some other time. This was just a fun little thing we did, and
oh yeah,
appreciate you coming on here. Hope to have you back.
Oh,
and,
it was very fun. Very fun.
Very fun. We had 0 live viewers, but we'll probably get some people watching the VOD later.
Very nice. So. Very nice. Where is this post, anyways?
It goes on my YouTube channel.
Very nice. That's dope.
It's on there right now. Let me see. I can pull it up. The problem is, I know why. I didn't make a thumbnail. That's why we have so many viewers.
That would do it.
Yeah. No thumbnail. So I guess that makes sense.
But anyway, make sure to get a very clickbaity thumbnail.
I was gonna say I'm gonna just like copy someone else's YouTube like One Piece tier list thumbnail and just put it on. I'll just steal someone else's thumbnail.
I was just gonna do a close-up picture of Nami.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah. Get everyone in there. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, all right. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for being on, and get you next time.
Peace.
Mm-hmm.